right, here we go. Listen.
You win the watch that.
Hey, listen, real quick. Caught up in the summer. You see the rocks at the bottom of the grease board, right?
Yeah.
They're built into a mountain. To move a mountain, how do you move it? One rock at a time. The summer equals one rock. Okay, Darby's gonna break it. All right, you guys back up a little bit. Let's go, Darby.
Hey, make sure you see Darby.
Back up.
We worked our butt off this summer, y'all. We became closer than ever. We became a family, y'all. Iron sharpens iron. Everyone gets me better, I get him better. We a family, we can realize that. All the way through season, y'all. We got each other back, straight up. We work too hard not to get what we want to get. Let's get the fight song, come on. Let's get that. Let's go. Come on. Let's get that, dog.
Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Fight, keep on down the field. I'm watching 50 yards. On another table, let's keep it to the rock. We go shit, shit for ASU, shit for varsity. What's hell, can't I hear we march on victory.
This is it. Let's break. Let's go. And let's get a Pac-12 champs on the set. Pac-12 champs.
Just first talk about kind of what today symbolizes for you and the team.
Just since we got here in January, we kind of, like underneath our grease board today, you saw the rocks, okay? We built a mountain up, and so the goal is for these young people is you really got to be visual in these days, okay? It's different than the old school. They just did it because they love the game, they love being around. We're trying to build a team, and we've really done a good job of coming together, but that mountain, what we call a mountain, okay? How do you move a mountain? We're trying to teach these kids one rock at a time, and there are hurdles on your ways through life and your way through a season. And it's just like when you saw Junior here today, and he's throwing up, and he gets back in there and goes, and we made him go back the one time. Okay, there's going to be adversity on the field, and we've got to have 11 guys that trust and love each other and will play hard for each other. Because there's going to be a time in the fall where we can't stop the bleeding. I mean, they're running it down our throat, they're throwing it down our throat. We can't stop the bleeding, but we can't have 11 guys out there, you know, fighting amongst each other. They've got to look back, hopefully, to the summer and the spring ball and the winter training, and they know what we're trying to develop is trying to develop 11 guys. Coach Graham, myself, and the rest of the staff, we're only as good as 11 guys that walk across the white line. So we're trying to build a team within a team, okay? So that's kind of symbolizes we're moving one rock at a time to move that mountain. Obviously, our mountain is to play for a Pac-12, and then that'll take care of itself. If you win the Pac-12, everything else will take care of itself. So that's kind of what that represents. And then we broke it today. As you saw, we took a piece because I'm going to do something special for them the night before the first game. I won't talk about that now, but you saw they took a lot of it, okay? Hopefully I'm here for 20 years. I'd like to be, okay? And that will become a very, very important part and a tradition of what happens of symbolizing breaking that rock. And you saw they took pieces of it. I would bet you that a lot of that ends up either at their houses or in the locker room, okay? And that'll become an important part. When we break the first rock, hopefully our first game, I'm going to take a piece, I'm going to sign it, I'm going to write down the name and the scores of the teams, and I'll put it on my desk. And that becomes an important, symbolizes a lot. Coach, as you guys have talked to him, he's very, very into the visualization. These guys can't think they're going to be good if they don't think it. I mean, they have to think and see and believe in their heart and their minds that they're good. And that's what you're trying to train. And every kid comes with a different walk of life, a different ethnic background, a different diversity. I mean, there's just way to economic backgrounds, and we're trying to get all those guys to come together to play for each other. And that's a challenge. Okay, so that's what we're trying to do. So hopefully, you know, after we win, we break that rock. If we can break 12 rocks, then we're sitting where we want to be.
Can you talk about the whole transition from January until now? How much has this team developed and progressed?
It's unbelievable. I mean, it's unbelievable. Yesterday we power cleaned. We had Jameel Douglas Jr., who you saw today, and Carl Bradford all clean 335. And I filmed that on my iPad so we can have some of that stuff for recruiting. And that's unbelievable. And they just squat max. Cody Kabinski was a 398 squatter. Now he's squatted 405 4 times. You know, we've made so much progress in what we're doing. You saw the bench press today. He had 2 guys hit 34. James Morrison hit 33. I mean, that's impressive stuff. You know, Mo Latu has been super sick a lot of the summer and comes back and hits 28. I mean, there's something to be said for how hard these guys work. It's not what we're doing. It's the fact that they're buying into what we do. Okay, and they put their heart and soul. They've been here, you know, 4 days a week, 2 hours a day, and then plus they're doing skill development 3 days a week on their own. So they've really bought into doing this thing. And you see them today when they brought it up. And we've gotten closer, and we've got to continue that because there'll be times this fall where they're going to start questioning what's happening, who's not playing, who's playing. Again, you got to come back and hopefully together as a team, and that, you know, is a huge part of what we're doing.